All right, so we're going to ask a few questions that people ask us about. So we're going to ask you. So probably one of the biggest questions we get is when. So when are some milestones going to happen? What are the slated, the upcoming project dates and things of that nature? I know we were on the website and checking out with the next release. I don't say releases, but we're going to close this intersection, do that. So we were looking at those, but why don't you give us a little fill in on what you see coming down in the next 30, 60, 90 days, and then maybe an overview of when the project's going to be done.
Perfect. Well, the project as a whole is kind of broken down to five sections. The first section was the drainage package that we had for all of the intersections. Those were two long lines. One was to drain the southern interchanges, which was 126 and 131st. The north one is to drain obviously 141st and 146th Street. So those are completed. They both started in 2018 and they were completed in early of 2020. We then, after we were done with those, we started with the intersections. We started with 126 first, which that is currently completed and is open for traffic. We started that in middle of 2019. We were done in 2020 with that intersection. And then after that, we went up to 146th Street. We started that in 2020, and we're hoping that would be done here in this summer. We then went for the ones in the middle, 131st and 135th, and they're currently in construction along with 146th Street, and we're anticipating those to actually finish at the same time as 146th Street. The upcoming last interchange in this package is 141st Street. We're working through a lot of the utility relocations right now in the intersection, and we're hoping that we can break ground on 141st Street in approximately a couple of months. So we're shooting for May, June.
Sure.
At the same time frame where 131st, 135th is going to be finalized.
So we'll be completing two intersections, but then starting another
yes.
one there.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll be done 126, obviously, 131st, 135th, and 146 will probably be on tapering down at the final stages of construction, and then we'll start with 141st. You'll see a couple of utilities out there right now just doing a couple of relocations. We still have about a handful more that are going to do some relocations, and after that you'll see the contractor move in and start the construction.
Yeah, and we were just talking off camera about the overall scope of the project. You know, in the next 3 to 5 months, I guess, give or take, there's going to be this huge push forward to get especially 146th Street done. And it's going to make the overall feel of that project really accelerate from, where we're at now to, oh wow, we're almost done. There's going to be a big needle change there.
Once 126 was done, and I don't notice the traffic being horrendous going back and forth over 126. But now, when you open up those others, that's going to really open things up. So
yeah, and I think anyone who commutes north or south on 37 during rush hour.
Yeah.
Thanks you for 126th Street.
Well, that's great. We obviously the main reason to do this was to facilitate the travel from I-69 all the way north to Noblesville and beyond.
Right.
So I think everybody felt the traffic kind of ease up a little bit on I-69 once 126th Street started.
Yeah.
We barely see any backups to I-69.
It used to go all the way past Topgolf and beyond.
It used to pass all the way down, maybe reach 106th Street interchange.
Yeah.
So we've seen that kind of taper off a lot once 126 was done. And now with 131st, 135th, and 146, with those being free flow, you don't stop at all, in these intersections. And hopefully when 141st signal light goes out, it'll just continuously be free flow for people going through and going to Noblesville. So we're hoping that's going to be a big commodity to the people of Fishers and Noblesville and the county as well.
I believe so.
Yeah.